In a world obsessed with appearances, she stood as a symbol of effortless grace. Blake Lively, the actress, the fashion muse, the devoted mother of 4, and one half of Hollywood's favorite couple. Rarely involved in drama, never caught in scandals, she seemed untouchable, controlled, curated, calm, until something strange happened. A sudden silence. For 48 hours, Blake Lively disappeared. No red carpets, no Instagram stories, no public sightings. Her phone? Off. Her PR team? Silent. Even her husband, Ryan Reynolds, gave no statement. At first, fans thought it was a break, a social media detox. But then came the rumors. A canceled appearance at a major fashion event. A missed Zoom interview. Whispers of a meltdown. Some said it was a private retreat. Others claimed a fight with Netflix over a secret project. A few believed it had something to do with an unexpected visit from someone from her past. Someone she'd never publicly acknowledged since. The truth? It's messier and far more fascinating than anyone could have imagined. What really happened during those 48 hours? And why are some people in Hollywood pretending it never happened? She wasn't born into the chaos. She walked into it and made it hers. Blake Lively didn't need to claw her way through scandal or reality TV to become famous. She appeared seemingly fully formed, polished, poised, and already mythologized. The world first noticed her as Serena van der Woodsen, the impossibly cool, untouchable heiress of Gossip Girl. For 6 seasons, she played the girl everyone wanted to be, or be with. But even off-screen, it was hard to tell where Serena ended and Blake began. Her rise was different, effortless, calculated, elegant. While others crashed under the weight of early fame, Blake glided through it. No meltdowns, no rehab, no leaked voicemails or public breakdowns. Just film roles, fashion campaigns, and carefully worded interviews. She didn't chase Hollywood. Hollywood adjusted to her. She didn't scream for attention. Attention followed her. Off camera, she became even more intriguing. She married Ryan Reynolds, handsome, hilarious, wildly popular, and together, they crafted the ultimate power couple. Private yet visible. Charming yet impenetrable. Not just famous, adored. The type of couple people projected stability onto, just to feel better about the chaos of celebrity culture. Blake mastered the art of being everywhere, without giving anything away. She didn't need to explain herself. She never had to, which is exactly why, when she disappeared without warning, without explanation, for 48 full hours, the silence was deafening. At first, no one noticed. No tweets, no stories, no red carpet. For most celebrities, it wouldn't mean much. But Blake Lively wasn't most celebrities. She had built her image on precision. Everything posted was intentional. Every public appearance curated. Every caption calculated. She knew how to disappear between moments, but never during them. That's why the first sign wasn't her absence. It was the silence. She was expected at a high-profile event in Manhattan, a charity gala she'd promoted just weeks before. Her name was on the seating chart. Her team had confirmed attendance. Designers had prepared gowns. Stylists were on standby. She never showed. No explanation. No sorry, can't make it. Her phone? Off. Her team? Unavailable. Even Ryan, who usually posted a witty quip in moments like this, said nothing. Fans noticed the Instagram gap first. Then the press. Then the industry. Quietly at first, is she okay? Then louder, where is she? Over the next 24 hours, the narrative began to unravel. She missed a Zoom interview for a brand she represents, Unprecedented. Her location on the iPhone tracking app? Unavailable. Photographers at her New York apartment waited 10 hours. No sign of her. No lights turned on. No deliveries. No movement. That night, a journalist posted a cryptic tweet. Blake's team is in full lockdown. Phones off. Emails bouncing. Something's up. Within hours, it was trending. And the world finally asked the question, had Blake Lively vanished? The first 12 hours felt odd. The second 12 started to feel wrong. And by hour 24, it was undeniable. Blake Lively was gone. Gone, not in the dramatic Hollywood sense. Not in a kidnapping headline or a car crash tweet. She was simply unreachable. Missing from every feed, every sighting, every schedule. For 48 hours, 2 full days, no one saw her. Not the press. Not fans. Not even the people paid to know where she is at all times. Her management gave no statements. Her assistant's phone went straight to voicemail. A source close to her makeup artist told a journalist, "We've been told not to talk. No one knows what to say or who's listening." Her last online activity? A like on a friend's post. 36 hours before she was expected at the charity event. No stories. No posts. No text confirmations. Not even a spotted comment under Ryan's usual jokes. Paparazzi parked outside her usual spots in Brooklyn, Tribeca, West Village. Nothing. Some fans swore they saw her in upstate New York. Others claimed she boarded a private jet in L.A. But no photos surfaced. No timestamp sightings. No proof. She wasn't traveling under her name. She wasn't posting from a burner account. She had simply vanished from the public map. It takes effort to be found in Hollywood, but it takes far more effort to disappear. And Blake Lively? For 48 hours, she did what no one thought she ever would. She stopped being Blake Lively. When there's no information, people create their own. The moment Blake's absence went public, the internet did what it does best. Speculated without mercy. What began as curiosity turned into obsession. And obsession, as always, turned into stories. Some were innocent. She's just taking a break. Maybe she's on a secret wellness retreat. No phones allowed. She's a mom of 4, let the woman breathe. Others weren't so forgiving. Theory number 1. Trouble with Ryan Reynolds, they've always looked perfect. Too perfect. Some claim the couple had a private falling out days earlier. That Ryan stormed out of a dinner in Tribeca. That he deleted, then re-uploaded, a post featuring Blake. One headline read, "Perfect no more?" The cracks behind the Instagram smiles. Theory number 2. Breakdown behind the glamour. Another wave of theories claimed Blake had suffered a quiet breakdown. Burnout. Postpartum stress. The pressure of perfection. Anonymous insiders whispered that she had been emotionally unwell for weeks. Sometimes silence screams louder than words. A viral tweet with 1.4 million views. Theory number 3. A feud with Netflix. A leak from a production assistant suggested Blake had walked off a high-budget limited series after a creative dispute and hadn't been seen since. She disagreed with the script. She left the set. She never came back. Was this professional protest or personal crisis? Theory number 4. Leonardo DiCaprio. Again, of course, the internet had to dig up that name. Old photos, old interviews, and unexplained like on a random post tied to Leo's Environmental Foundation. Reddit went into full conspiracy mode. She disappeared the same weekend Leo flew to the Hamptons. Coincidence? No proof. Just speculation. But the more absurd the theory, the more clicks it got. And suddenly, the question wasn't just where is Blake Lively? It was who is she when no one's watching? After 48 hours of silence, Blake Lively reappeared, calm, composed, and carefully unrevealing. No press conference. No dramatic comeback. Just one Instagram post. A blurry photo of nature, pine trees, mist, early morning light, with a caption that read, "Sometimes you need to disappear to find yourself." No mention of where she'd been. No mention of why. But behind that post, behind the aesthetic minimalism, a version of the truth began to take shape. Sources close to her, the kind that speak off the record, confirmed she had spent those 48 hours in an isolated wellness retreat in upstate New York. A place known for two things: strict no-phone policy and VIP discretion. It wasn't luxury. It wasn't Instagrammable. It was intentional withdrawal. According to one leak, Blake had walked away from a major project, a Netflix limited series, where she was not just a star, but also executive producer. Creative conflict, they said. She wanted more control. Netflix disagreed. The meeting ended badly, and within 24 hours, she was gone. Another insider added, she didn't want to perform. Not for cameras. Not for anyone. She just needed to stop. For someone like Blake, whose life has always been edited, filtered, elegant, vanishing was her most radical move. She didn't run away. She unplugged, not to hide, but to prove something, that she could. And when she came back, she didn't offer answers. She offered silence. And that silence said more than any interview ever could. She disappeared in silence. She returned the same way. There was no apology, no interview, no carefully staged paparazzi photos with Starbucks in hand and a smile that said, "I'm fine, really." Just Blake reappearing quietly, not as a headline, but as a statement. And then came the reactions. The press? Divided. Some praised her for prioritizing mental health. Others labeled her unprofessional, accusing her of ghosting commitments and sending a bad message to young women in the industry. A fashion outlet called it aesthetically perfect silence. Iconic, calculated, or both. The internet? Mostly supportive. Memes turned from "Where's Blake?" to "Blake, teach me how to vanish." Her post was reposted by wellness influencers, artists, even therapists. Fans praised her for taking control. And, in a way, she had, not just of her time, but of her narrative. Blake doesn't do chaos. She edits her image in real time, like it's a film she's directing. Culture critic in Vanity Fair and Ryan? He liked the post, then left a single comment: "You always come back stronger." No drama. No denial. Just acknowledgement. It was clear now. The 48 hours weren't a breakdown. They were a boundary. A pause. In an industry addicted to exposure, Blake did the unthinkable. She made absence her power move. The post was beautiful. The explanation was neat. Maybe a little too neat. 2 days offline. One post. No follow-ups. And just like that, the headlines moved on. But something about the story didn't sit right. Not for the press. Not for fans. Not for those who've seen what Hollywood looks like behind the curtain. Because here's what people forget. Blake Lively doesn't make random moves. Her career, her image, even her silence, all of it is engineered, protected, watched, controlled. So if she disappeared, why didn't her team get ahead of it? Why did Ryan stay completely quiet for 2 full days? Why was every source either off the record or suddenly unavailable? And why, in an industry that leaks everything, was there nothing, no photos, no timestamps, no verifiable information? People disappear in Hollywood all the time. But not Blake. Not like this. Some insiders whisper it wasn't a retreat, but a meeting. Some say it wasn't about burnout, but about power. Some say it wasn't even her idea to disappear. When your image is your empire, losing control, even for 48 hours, is a dangerous thing. Unless that was the message all along. So maybe she just needed space. Maybe she took back her time. Maybe she walked away to breathe. Or maybe she walked away to remind Hollywood what it loses when she's not around. In a town built on attention, silence is an act of rebellion. In a world obsessed with content, absence is the loudest headline. For 48 hours, Blake Lively became the most powerful woman in Hollywood by not being in it. She reminded us that mystery still matters, that not everything is a performance, that behind every polished image, there's a person who sometimes needs to shut the world out. Maybe she disappeared to heal. Maybe she disappeared to send a message. Or maybe she just wanted to know if anyone would notice. They did. And now she's back, but different. And the industry? They won't forget the 48 hours she was gone. Because for a moment, the spotlight didn't just chase her, it searched for her. What do you think really happened during those 48 hours? Was it a breakdown, a power move, or something else entirely? Drop your theory in the comments. We're reading everything. You're one of us. Stay curious, stay brave. Like, subscribe, and never miss a twist.